opportunity here to close the chapter on the regular season here in North America with a win over G2. But of course, we know what G2 is. We've seen them here in this split in particular, of course, in the winter as well. This is going to be a very much a close series as we got yesterday, James.
And already first killer opening up the scoring 5 seconds in. A nice rollback to him. And you see JKnaps in a tough situation. AJ even getting a light bump.
But with 2 defenders there from G2, they'll shut him down and try and get out. Still AJ making it tough for G2. As you can see, FaZe, they're getting great touches on this ball. And again, as we just mentioned, making it tough for G2. Now Atomic downfield. He's there again. And G2 able to tie it up.
FaZe went all out on that swarm, Corelli. You can see him all low on boost, trying to get back. Typical getting back as quickly as he could, but G2 spreading out, recognizing that overcommit from FaZe. You can see him all low on boost, trying to get back. Typical getting back as quickly as he could, but G2 spreading out, recognizing that overcommit from FaZe. And we are all tied up. Strong start, though, from FaZe, but that just goes to show you how quickly G2 can turn it on you.
And on that goal, I mean, that was something that Atomic did in the last series so much. Now JKnaps going to get one off the kickoff. We're not even going to be able to talk about it. Another goal goes in for G2, and they're up by 1.
And Typical caught out in no man's land, deciding to stop and jump for it. But Chicago and JKnaps, they were both too fast on the play. And G2, despite what seemed like a slower start, have now scored back-to-back goals, prying the lead away from FaZe.
Maybe not for long. AJ's going to slip it under.
You saw the defender creeping on net on the post. Atomic right there. But AJ takes advantage of that bump from Chicago, or on Chicago.
What a
Rally. Having a bump be a factor in the play both times. Clearing that path for the shot. And now Chicago backboard bounce.
Up.
Atomic light hit, crossbar down. G2 back in the lead.
Just getting over that one is Atomic. What a flip reset from JKnaps. And quickly, you can see how fast Chicago's up for that one. And Atomic there to clean it up. And that play just happened so quick. FaZe, the second they didn't get to the first man there on the ball, and JKnaps, it was over. G2
on the goal line. A light tip from first killer will send this to the FaZe corner. Typical taking over.
It's 14 shots to 5. FaZe with now 15. As they have just peppered the G2 side. Still down by 1 here as maybe JKnaps and Atomic both go. JKnaps, he lands on top of it. Just how you draw it up.
No, if you're drawing up plays like this, you might be illiterate. I don't know.
That's what art is, right?
And if that play was certainly a work of modern art. First killer, high lob. Typical light touch. First killer keeping this ball in play. It's above Typical.
Oh my goodness.
And I don't know what we're witnessing, but it's working for FaZe and G2.
There's a little bit of mind game happening here. I think Typical struggled to get a hold of this one, but it might have gone for the bump. AJ instead comes through with the shot, and I think G2 didn't really know how to react with 6 left. FaZe, they've got to go now here in game 1.
Atomic booming it downfield. We'll give a chance for Typical to keep it airborne, but Chicago knocking it right back down. Despite the fast start, we see JKnaps take out Typical, but first killer on the job. First pop broken up by Atomic. Now kicking off the sidewall. Chicago light lob over to Atomic. Atomic back to Chicago. Chicago! What hits the elbow? It's going out, and AJ slaps it back into FaZe's net.
Oh my goodness. What a pass from Atomic though to Chicago, and then coming off the elbow, as you said, AJ, I mean, he's just trying to react. What can he do? Didn't expect to bounce like that, but the setup from G2 for FaZe to get out and still look at the space given to G2. Atomic was pre-jumping.
But it was a low pass as well, so that play didn't work out, but still G2 on the hunt. And it's JKnaps, the hunter from the bushes, sniping out another goal for G2.
I feel like in the last 2 splits, JKnaps has gotten twice as good. Like, the way he's been playing, these double taps off the back wall, the clutch, the ice that he's had is insane.
That is the true art. Seeing him fly through the air so gracefully, utilizing air roll so beautifully, but as I say it, first killer Gonna get him a scrappy goal here. Atomic trying to touch it out. Ended up setting up First Killer for that shot.
Oh, Chicago had full trust in that challenge from Atomic. And of course, JNAPS, there was no angle for him to really get that one out of the net. But great touch there from First Killer. Again,
but Atomic is going to back pass. Not the best pass again. Now in front of net. JNAPS slowing things down. Looked like he might have gotten faked there for a moment, but was able to recover.
Yeah, that was actually a great challenge there by AJ. Didn't want to actually get too much contact. Now look at this pass to Typical from AJ. My goodness, in the midfield, dropping it off, and we're tied up.
Oh, that was a nice play from AJ. You see him streaking back. I don't think they saw him at all. I don't think that Chicago...
I don't think any team has that type of issue because the setups have been so good. They're so mechanically great. And right now, they got to make a tough save. AJ's not going to get there, and Atomic going to put it away in overtime.
And Chicago off a strong pinch, recovering quickly, and you see First Killer and AJ both jumping for the same ball. And that's going to be all she wrote for FaZe in Game 2. G2 winning it in overtime. And now ahead in the series, 2-0. G2, and then the pinch off the ceiling, forcing First Killer to get back.
Oh, my.
Oh, AJ got up quickly.
What a shot.
Angle from First Killer. I think it surprised everyone on G2.
I mean, we knew he was going for the shot, but that is a tough angle to hit, especially knowing JNAPS is there, coming full speed as well to the back post. Placement was perfect from First Killer.
JNAPS was sitting in that. I think JNAPS is probably, trying to cover the shot as much as possible, but also wants to cut out that pass off the near post, back out to the middle. However, First Killer just goes right for net and hits it, but an infield pass. JNAPS, he'll double tap to score, but he'll also double tap to set up his teammates.
Boy, what a touch here from JNAPS, and I think it came off AJ as well.
It did. You could tell the orange trail.
Yeah, little orange trail there, but still, that was all JNAPS. I mean, that was where he was going. If it didn't hit AJ, it was going to hit JNAPS back to Chicago, who has just been a rock there on offense. Always in the mix, ready to receive that pass.
Another long boom, Typical. Will save it off to the side. Infield pass again, and Chicago there yet again. Typical. What is he supposed to do?
What is he supposed to do? When G2 is coming like this, and the passes that JNAPS has been laying off have just been perfect. Chicago, like you said, there again to receive it and tap it in for G2.
Chicago has that killer instinct.
Oh, no.
G2 having that killer instinct as we take another look at how this kickoff goal happened.
I was just shocked that JNAPS scored it. He was the one who went for kickoff, but he landed on some pads as well. And that little gap between the man going for the back corner boost and the man going for the ball lets JNAPS creep through. With the boost, he's able to put it on target. Pads as well. And that little gap between the man going for the back corner boost and the man going for the ball lets JNAPS creep through. With the boost, he's able to put it on target.
Yeah, perfect. Small boost pad, and that one is going to hit off the post. Crossbar, come back down.
What is happening
for FaZe? They get it right back off kickoff.
Oh, it went right through Atomic, right over his head. And First Killer, fortunate with those post bounce and crossbar to come right down in front of his face. Atomic's got him.
Chicago goes for the boost steal.
Whoa. Shot
won't be on target. And AJ will try to flick this out of harm's way. Nice first touch from Chicago. Flip reset ball towards net. Chicago with the finesse play.
Yes, sir. Look at how much space and time uncontested here. First Killer. That's a tough read. He had boost, but couldn't go in time. And once he got the flip reset, you knew exactly where he was going. FaZe can't do anything about it. And Chicago coming up big.
First Killer and AJ
what a touch.
Getting tangled up, but it allowed for the shot by Typical, and with that shot not going in, that was pretty much does it. That secures the game for G2. Corelli, 3-0 now.
It never felt like G2 was too scrambled. Of course, FaZe, they'll do that to anyone. But they were very quick to recover, get back in rotation, then put on some great counters. JNAPS in particular certainly was the power for them. And now Atomic here, he'll get one downfield again, just being that point man and outlet for G2, this time able to put it away.
And G2 has been finding so much success with that exact play. Just have Atomic go up and cherry pick. Typical on the dribble, flicking it up to First Killer, who takes the first touch on the wall, going for the block, trying to pinch that out towards the middle. AJ attempting to work to Magic Plum. Chicago almost into the touch. First Killer, the chip shot.
There it is.
And First Killer has been doing this all series, Corelli, where it's an awkward rebound. There's people in net. It's got to be a perfect shot, and he hits it.
Yeah, he is that guy. On a couple percentage points onto it when he's behind the ball, and FaZe certainly better for it. So they tie things up here in a crucial match. And now First Killer again has an opportunity. That one almost slipped by Chicago. Just got a piece, and now a booming clear. Typical can't get back, and G2 take the lead.
Atomic sniffs out every chance. That one, and that play, that has to be heartbreaking. You saw it skip off of Chicago. That picked up the pace of the ball and allowed for a boom.
Smart achieves, always points out, and it certainly is. G2 doing the best of what they're given. And just past halftime here in Game 4. G2 wanting to close out a dominating first series. AJ might have something to say about it. Oh, AJ goes all the way over Chicago. Solo play, and we're tied up.
It was like watching the Globetrotters for a moment. AJ against the entire team, threatening the flip reset, catching it, and getting a flick. Top corner.
JNaps takes out AJ. So only 2 here for FaZe now. First Killer can't get after it, but G2 double commit. JNaps does a good job to slow things down. The First Killer, dangerous position, little bit of boost, looking for 2. It goes over 1, typical to clean up. FaZe into the lead.
And that's the First Killer effect, the first touch around the defender. You see Chicago having to stay grounded for so long. First Killer almost finishing the job himself, but did enough for that rebound opportunity. FaZe Clan back in the lead in what seems like a very long time, Corelli, since that's been the case.
Yeah. Feels like they've always been playing from behind. And G2 kind of make it feel that way as well. Here comes JNaps, a strike towards the net, tied up again.
And that didn't take long. G2 answer right back. Another double commit on the goal line by FaZe.
The cleanup crew for
somehow it's blocked. It looked like the shot might have been wide, but you saw the opening.
Just wide. But it could have still been dangerous. Now Atomic with the demo. My goodness, that was a shot from JNaps. He squeaked it through. G2 gonna sweep them in their first series.
Unbelievable ending. JNaps in his, he's just deep in FaZe's corner, and he's in his element. JNaps, we saw him